Hello everybody, and welcome to another Avatar draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to Wizards of the Coast for a free preview access to this event so I could get this recorded early. Now let's dive on in. Okie doke, our rare is Boiling Rock Rioter, so 3 mana, 3/3, firebending 1, so when it attacks it gets you a mana until end of combat. Then you can tap an untapped ally you control, exile target card from a graveyard. So if you have some allies, black doesn't have a ton of allies, but if you do, then you get to exile a card from a graveyard, and when it attacks, you can cast an ally from among cards you own exiled with it. So that's pretty reasonable. What else is there? Well, there's some good multicolored cards, like Dragonfly Swarm, so that's like a pretty big card for blue-red. There's like Tolls of War for black-white, but let's just take the Boiling Rock Rioter. Try to draft just any deck that uses this card would be fine. I mean, this card can like tap itself because it's an ally, and then the next turn attack and get the creature back. Pretty reasonable card. I think Boomy is a little bit of a trap maybe because there are some lessons, but getting enough to consistently triple trigger Boomy is a little tough unless you're in like a dedicated lessons deck. So keep that in mind, but Boomy is still solid. Would potentially be an option I considered, especially because it's a strong mono-colored card. We've got the Rock Rioter here, and what do we have as a follow-up? Well, there's Great Division Guide. So first off, 2 mana, 2/3 is already just good. It's also an ally, so that works well with the Rock Rioter. And land an ally can tap for mana of any color. That's pretty good. I mean, I think this card's just kind of a banger. 2 mana, 2/3 tap for any color. Your lands and allies can tap for any color, which is especially good because some of the allies are like random, just 1/1 tokens, and so that gives you a lot of mana. And then other than that, there's Ty Lee, which I think is pretty good. Artful Acrobat, attacks, you can pay 1, target creature can't block. And those are the two best cards, I think, in this pack. The commons, Ostrich Horse is fine, getting you a land, pretty solid. Suki is pretty good, like as a growing threat attacker. I think it's at its best in green-white because that's a deck that kind of cares about going wide. But yeah, we're just jamming Great Division Guide. 2 picks in, we're pretty happy. Pick 3, there's another Jet. We've seen one of these before. This card's pretty good in a red-white deck where you have a bunch of creatures in play. You just damage things. Pretty nice. Then there's Unlucky Cabbage Merchant. I think we're going to take this. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, you get a food, and then you sack the food. Cabbage Merchant can go get a land. It's pretty cool because I already have like a nice start to a multicolor deck maybe. And then I do like Rocky Rebuke, little punch spell, instant speed. Pretty nice, but I'm still just trying to figure out my direction I'm going. This fits into any green deck, but I think this card could lead to some pretty good shenanigans. 2/2 that makes food is just a good card. And the fact that it can fix your mana is also nice. So yeah. Interesting. So in this pack, my favorite card is probably Airbending Lesson. Just a 3 mana way to like interact with your opponent, draw a card. You can mess with their counters, you can mess with their auras if they have any of those, or equipments, or like, yeah. Just make it so they have to replay their cards. Nice. This card dies when you sack permanents. Oh, so this is a sacrifice card as well. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take Airbending Lesson. It's also Corrupt Court Official, but I think this card's fine. It's not like my favorite card, but it's fine. But I think we're off to a pretty reasonable start. Airbending Lesson would pull me away from the Rock Rioter because I'm more likely to be green-white with my 2 green cards, but I'm also fairly likely to be just a multicolor deck or splashing or doing something like that. I'm also just like noticing this like background thing behind the draft. Like there's like a bunch of statues hanging from the wall. Like yikes, kind of sketch. I don't think I've ever looked at this thing this much detail before, but yeah. Ooh, this is kind of a fun one. Avatar Destiny. So we get to put the creature. It gets +1 for each creature in our graveyard. And when it dies, you mill cards and return the Avatar Destiny. So basically, like you create a new avatar. An airbender named Aang. And while his airbending skills are great, he's got a lot to learn before he's ready to save anybody. That being said, I think it's not the greatest card, and I'd rather take Kyoshi Warriors, I think. I think Avatar Destiny is just hard to use. It's hard to fill your graveyard. It's hard to like have cards that require like a lot from you when you could just like play solid cards all around, and I think Kyoshi Warriors is just a really solid card. And yeah, that's kind of my perspective on it. Boiling Rock Rioter is pretty cool with all the Kyoshi stuff. Fancy Footwork's a reasonable combat trick, but yeah, I haven't... Oh, and now there's Fancy Footwork. Interesting. Between that and Path to Redemption, I think I'm going to take Path to Redemption. There's also Treetop Freedom Fighters, which I haven't seen that much of. I don't think it's the greatest. There's a lot of like 1/1s that make the 2/1 body pretty irrelevant. Fancy Footwork or Path to Redemption. I think the kill spell is more relevant for now. And now maybe we take Tolls of War. When you sack a permanent, you get a 1/1. So this thing makes a food that we can sack. This thing makes something we can sacrifice. This thing makes something we can sacrifice. So we could be like trying to build an Abzan deck, I guess. Or just like splash this. Or just be black-white. We don't have to be green at all. Yeah, let's take this. I think black-white could definitely be a good home for us. And we have Kyoshi Warriors, which plays well. It gives us some sack fodder. Green hasn't seemed that open. I like it. Now, this card is a sacrifice card. Like, you only really want this in your sacrifice deck. So let's take this over like Hog Monkey and like giving everything -2/-2. And yep. Not a crazy card, just like a little bit of top end. Whoa! We wield Tolls of War. Black-white is on the menu. That is cool. Imagine getting both of them in play. Oh my gosh, and we wield Pretending Poxbearers? This is just like a card that most decks can play. Like, it's a hybrid card. Like, I just put that in my decks a lot of the time. Pirate Peddler is great in a sacrifice deck. I think Swamp Snare Trap is okay, but I would love having this card. That's just like a growing Death Toucher. That pretty nice. Okay, I don't understand what's happening. Like, our deck is so wide open, it's not even funny. The Merchant seems really good here. Oh my gosh, we're just getting everything we could possibly want. Our deck is legit crazy right now. Like, we even have a few allies to go with this Rock Rioter. My goodness. What a pickup here, honestly. So many good cards for our deck. I'm glad we have this thing, too, as a top-end sack outlet. But, like, we'll find more ways to sacrifice things. That's not my concern. Wow. So there's Fabled Passage. So it's a land that we can sack to get a basic land, of course. When you sack a permanent, we get a 1/1. That's pretty good. I mean, is there anything good for us in this pack? There's Airbender Ascension, which is... It's okay if you have like good ETBs to retrigger. All we have is Kyoshi Warriors, though. And I guess Corrupt Court Officials, maybe. Maybe we just take the Fabled Passage. There's also Appa. Kind of expensive. Airbend non-land permanents we control, so we can airbend our Tolls of War to replay it. I have not been impressed that much by the expensive cards, though. I tend to find that I would rather have the cheap ones. And with 2 Tolls of War, a free, like, getting a 1/1 with our land is pretty good. I would love Misty Palm's Oasis. This is not where you have to take this card, though. I would rather have Appa probably than that. I'd rather have Airbending Lesson for sure. Appa's fine, but I already have like a random expensive card. Maybe this will wheel, maybe Appa will wheel. Probably not, but probably Nappa. Interesting. I think I take the 2-drop over this thing. I don't love this thing because you have to be able to attack to make it work. I was honestly pretty impressed by Razor Rings when I had it in the deck. This seems like it'd be a sacrifice card, but I'd rather just take a 2-drop or Razor Rings. Let's just take Razor Rings. I kind of like it. I definitely like it more than I thought I would, that's for sure. Team Avatar seems like it could be okay as a kill spell. Or I could just take Azula Always Lies. My creature count is at 7. This seems like it'll make me a decent number of creature tokens, so. I've been pretty happy with Glider Kids as well. Maybe I just keep taking Team Avatar, though. I'm going to be trying to get token generators and Kyoshis and... Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to take Glider Kids, that's for sure. Indestructible. Interesting. Do I want Rabaru Troop? I think Enter the Avatar state is also fine. It's kind of a mediocre combo trick, kind of a protection spell. I'll take the Tundra Tank. Why not? Seems okay. Now I'll get the 2-drop. This has been a bad pack for me, though. I haven't gotten anything crazy this pack. But I've got a few 2-drops. I got 1, 2. This is the third 2-drop. The Tolls of War cards I'm happy to play on turn 2. I don't really have sacrifice synergies for my other cards, unfortunately. I opened a Fabled Passage. This is also a sweet combo with Earthbending. So if you Earthbend onto a Fabled Passage and then you sacrifice the Fabled Passage comes back. Which I am not in the colors to really capitalize on. But it is kind of cool. I guess I could have taken some Appas this pack, but Appa's not even crazy here. Okay, we'll take Fleet Footwork. Fancy Footwork. Not a lot of creatures here. I'm not loving it. I need to get more creatures pronto. Appa did wheel. Nice. Yep. Fatal Fissure. When it dies, Earthbend 4. Sure, I'll take Azula Always Lies. Perfect, we get a Battle Fan. I just need something that lets me sack things. Oh my gosh, the Court Official came back. We just have so many cards that are cheap and efficient and do what we want. It's just, we need the middle of the range cards, the value cards. Wow, I don't really mind the Rabaru Troop. Training Grounds. Yep, that does nothing for me. I have opened a very weak packs. I might just need to take Judy. Also, this card's crazy, right? Non-land creature dies, Earthbend X. Seems pretty crazy. I have a Fabled Passage to help me splash. You could also take Judy. Yeah, let's just take the Judy. Judy seems pretty solid here. Cat Gator. Just a top-end card. I mean, this is not a card I'm happy playing here, but it's at least something with some value. Now I get something. There we go. Hey Bye is perfect for me. We have plenty of things to sacrifice. Hey Bye can do some work. I would also love Deadly Precision. I also wouldn't mind Leaves from the Vine because it sacrifices itself. I wonder if my colors just weren't open at the end of the day. I mean, I've got a lot of playables. I have 27 cards at the start of pack 3. Beautiful. There we go. Sold Out is nice. Momo. So we can cast like Appa for cheaper, but that's not really that good. Getting removal is good though. Another Poxbearers. Another sack card, perfect. Enters, you can sack an artifact or creature if you do draw a card. Whenever another creature you control dies, if it has counters on it, put its counters on this creature. Or I could just take another sold out. I guess I'm supposed to just take another sold out. Which feels weird, but... I don't know. This deck does not feel very powerful. It feels like it's in that awkward mid-range zone. The awkward mid-range zone. Got a couple of cute combos. A little bit of kill spell action. Permanent during our turn. So if I get this thing as a kill spell, it'll trigger my Tolls of War. Perfect. I'll get a Canyon Crawler. The food token I can sack. I don't need a third Poxbearer. Need something a little bit bigger. I have a few sack outlets now. This should be fine. Yep, not playing any of these. Interesting deck, though. Creature count got a lot higher for these Avatar team. Pirate Peddlers, sure. Kind of the card you're looking for in your sack deck, usually. Oh, man. Get another 2-drop, sure. I'm surprised that that 4-mana 2/2 guy did not wheel the like random insect thing. There's like not a lot of decks that really care about that, I don't think. Ooh. Artifact and enchantment destruction. It's kind of like a sideboard card. I don't really want to main deck it. Okay, 53 cards. Let's make some cuts, shall we? I don't think I want the Compassionate Healers. I don't have any water bending to synergize with that. I think I only want one Azula Always Lies. I think I only want... I don't want the Zhongzhong's Deserters. I don't want the Farm Animals. I don't want Earth Village Ruffians. Tundra Tank doesn't seem that good. Though, unless we turn my 1/1s into a 4/4. 3-mana 4/4 is okay. Peddler's okay. Rock Rider's fine. Team Avatar's fine. Don't really need the footwork. Don't really need the rabbit. Canyon Crawler's nothing special. Maybe I'd rather have it than a Plains, though. My deck is pretty heavy black. Cut Team Avatar. Cut Kyoshi Battle Fan. Cut Azula Always Lies. Okay. This is going to be the build, and then we can always make changes later. The most dicey card is the 7-mana lifelink death swamp guy. But as we get into the matches, I want to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you've been enjoying my videos and you want to support my mission to make draft more accessible to all players around the world with my guides, sheets, and gameplay videos, then Patreon is the way to do so, while gaining access to cool bonus content like my card-by-card tier list and format thoughts document. Huge shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It does make a tremendous difference. Now let's get to the games. We can keep this. Tolls of War on turn 2. Good place to be. Ah, Judy, I see. Katara, okay. I guess I'm letting the... No, I'm not, because I can crew up the thing. I can crew up my Tundra tank. This card seems pretty good. So they can activate Katara now. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I feel like I'm in okay shape. Okay. Ah, that's a good one. Okay. Oh no. That's terrifying. I think getting rid of the Phoenix airship is pretty good for me. That thing is terrifying. Okay. They're doing some good stuff over there. I kind of have them in the abyss a little bit, like they have to block this hay buy every turn. But they're doing some great work. Wow, they ditched the Legend of Kuruk. They are not feeling confident right now. They're getting an extra 2/2 every turn. It's getting tricky. Found that flyer at the perfect time. I'm gonna get rid of Kyoshi because then I can recast it with the Rock Rider. I guess I could have recast this guy too. Judy's doing some serious work. Well, that doesn't help very much. Are they really going to 1? They're just not blocking the beetle-headed merchants? That feels insane to me. There we go. Okay, here we go. They're doing 4 to me in the air, but they only have so many blockers on the ground. I have 2 lethal threats they have to block. I feel like this Tolls of War has done some serious work. The Trebuchet's also been pretty annoying. They definitely got a little engine going. Oh, they almost did the whole thing where they like shuffled and drew 7, I guess. Oh, this is where I hope they whiffed. Okay. Oh, what a useless draw. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. So 3 of them are getting through. But it's not even really relevant to attack with some of them. Because if they block, they have to block here, here, and if they block here and here, 3, 4, 5. So they block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They take 4 damage. Interesting. So if I had attacked with everything and knew I was going to draw this. So I can make a clue token if they block with this. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. They take 4. So I can get back Merchant, but I can stop their Trebuchet and get a clue token myself. Because if I kill one of the Judies, then I can get rid of that and the Merchant. No, I think I want to get rid of that thing. Okay. And then I sack this on their turn to get another 1/1. And I think that's enough. Because it's so many creatures. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures. I'm going to have a 9th creature. And they're going to have 3 blockers. I guess if I'd exiled one of these, I would have my 3/3 still, and I would have stopped this thing. Because if I had my 3/3, I could have stopped this guy as well. So I'd have a 3/3, but I wouldn't have a clue. And they'd have their 0/4, which was a pretty important development to the 0/4. Boom! Let's go! What a victory for our little scrappy black-white deck. Let's go. That was awesome. That was a tremendous win, honestly. Tremendous. We're only going to be playing 5 rounds with this deck. Hopefully we get to 5 rounds. Because, you know, if you go 0-3 or 1-3, but we're already well on our way. What a cool little deck this is. It just does cool things. It plays interesting games. Okie-doke. Great hand. Airbending lesson. Gonna do some serious work. I can already tell. Oh, yes. Hey, bye. Hey, bae. We can airbending lesson our own corrupt court official if we want. They're missing land drops. Interesting. They're going to quench me. Yep. It's interesting because I still think it was worth playing. I need to spend my mana. You have to punish the people that aren't doing anything on their turn. This is a trade that, in almost any case, I'd be very happy with. In that specific circumstances, I was hoping they wouldn't block. They can't beat a beetle-headed merchants. I have nothing else to do. I mean, they have no land, so that helps immensely with the fact that they couldn't beat a beetle-headed merchants. But that was... I don't know if I'd ever trade the penguin for the 1/1 there. That was a really weird block. Because the 1/1's not doing a ton. Maybe they just assumed I'd have some way to sacrifice it for value or something, but... yeah, I was kind of out of stuff to do there. Okay, this is a good looking hand. I kind of have liked Razor Rings. The life gain's pretty good. The Callous Inspector turn 1, not what you love to see. Sadly, I have to get rid of Kyoshi, I think. Let's make them ditch a card. Solstice Revelations? Yikes. Do not think that card's very good. Another Inspector, sure. The thing is when you play like random 1/1s, I can just play a 2/2 and race you pretty effectively. Unless that happens and you miss your land drop. It looks like they're not casting anything because they're missing a color or something. I think this is correct. I just get such a huge power and toughness boost into play here. The fact that they're still attacking me does worry me slightly. Like, what could they possibly have? Oh, it's another one to jump block with, okay. Stack this, grow this, grow this. Make another 1/1. Hit them down to 2. So if their Callous Inspectors die, they lose now. Seems pretty reasonable for me. Okay, they hit their second color finally. So they're just dead. Got him. Always to Tuesday, because when those things die, they take damage anyway. Boom, got the win. Nicely done. Got 1 round to go. 3-1. Let's end up with a 4-1 record. Feeling pretty good about things. Nice. This is a good hand. We get to use our own Judy. Do some shenanigans. I think Judy's pretty good in our deck. Like, we play Poxbearers, sack Poxbearers, make a Judy. Surveil 1. For now, though, I think we're fine just attacking. Get the damage in while the damage is good. Nice. Currently just carving out. We can slowly replace our 1/1s with 2/2s. Like, get our 1/1 from this. Turn this into a 2/2. Turn the 1/1 from this into a 2/2. Surveil a bunch. Once we find Tolls of War, that's when we're going to get them. I can't believe we wheeled Tolls of War. It's been so good for us. I feel like that was a reasonable draw for us. The funny thing is, even if they have +2/+2, it still makes it -5, -3. That's a pretty reasonable draw. Turned a 1/1 into a 2/2. Let's go. I guess the 1/1 could attack past there, so I could have turned this thing into a 1/1 as well. Earth Kingdom General, sure. Interesting. Are they like mono green? It appears so. And I'm only just noticing, so that's not a good sign. Gotta focus up. So they could have +2/+2 untap their guy. That's like the main card in my mind. The attack that I do not care about. I will not block. I think this card's going to kind of dumpster them here. Like they're going to go for +2/+2 untap or something. I'm hitting them for 9 here. That's a pretty substantial amount. I'll use my razor rings. The damage doesn't mean that much to me, and having an unconditional removal spell for whatever they play next is pretty important to me. Especially if it's this thing. I'm in a spot where lands or spells are pretty good for me. They can hit me down to 1, I think. They make their Earth thing a 5/5, hit me down to 4, I guess. But like getting them low is inherently valuable to me. Okay, what's this? Oh gosh, why? I think they're deciding how greedy they want to be, because they might try to get Rock-a-Lanch back. Because then they make a 7/7. And they're like, does my opponent have a removal spell? Yeah. So greedy. Honestly. I can't believe the greed there. I mean, I can. Like, I think maybe they think it's their only line. But it's so greedy. Oh, do they have another spell in their hand? Oh my gosh, why me? They have to have another spell in their hand, right? Otherwise they would have cast the Rock-a-Lanch. This isn't sorcery. Okay. Doesn't give trample, okay. What do they have that stops them from dying here? Are they just a mad lad? Oh, they are. They were dead on board, and they just counted on me being a coward, I guess. Because if they have an instant, I get so wrecked by... Wow, I'm such a coward. Oh my gosh. I could lose this game. Oh, okay. Now the odds of me losing this are much, much lower. Oh, they just had to cast any spell? Oh my gosh. Boom! Got the win. Oh my gosh. I just played scared there, I guess. Because I was so likely to win if they didn't have a kill spell for Appa. 4-1. Oh no, it's 4-0. We have one more round to go. I like to play 5 rounds. I'm down. My gosh, we're 4-0. I thought we lost a round. I guess I just assumed we lost one because I thought we were in bad shape a couple of times. We could go 5-0, the perfect record. At least for the purpose of this. Oh my gosh, and we're ending with style. Gyatso. No, not Gyatso. Tolls of War into Tolls of War is so sick. We are going to crush. And then we have Appa to reset Tolls of War. It's funny because we could still lose this game. I'm going to sack this one on their turn. I need to find answers. Oh, during my turn. I'm an idiot. I choked. I choked! Oh my gosh. I can't believe I choked this. I've been playing so well. There's another card in the set that triggers on both turns. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. I could have stopped this guy from attacking me. I could have played this on that turn, and then... Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose by that. Oh my gosh. They have a counterspell. Of course they have a counterspell. It's like Sokka's Haiku or something. No? Unagi? Oh no. Appa plus Cat Gator is kind of a sick combo. I don't really want to let this thing trigger. Oh no. So turn something into a 7/7, I guess. Give me a swamp. Look how sick this is. I get 2 1/1s out of this. I think this will work. This could be so good for me if I get this Cat Gator combo going. They need removal. Oh, they can still play the Hey Bye? Oh my gosh, that's so rigged. Look how awesome this is. Oh my gosh, we're gonna win. We're gonna go 5-0. Don't say it. Oh no, I jinxed it. No, but it's so sick. What a combo. Oh my gosh. I guess they're going to play my Corrupt Court Official that I kind of used foolishly. Because they were allowed to cast it or something. Oh no, they drew their own Hey Bye. No, I kept the... Yeah, my Hey Bye's in the graveyard. Okay, I was getting confused by how the Azula worked. Wow, even with the punt, we bounced back. Holy heck, no removal for this little combo. Let's go! Boom! Oh my gosh, this sweet little black-white deck that got the job done. If you made it to the end of this video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag perfection, because this deck went 5-0, played some awesome games, and they were grindy, intense, complex games too. So, really awesome. Or hashtag, I don't know. Yeah, I think hashtag perfection is pretty perfect for this one, because this was such an awesome deck. Hashtag the grind, because these cards were super cool. We had some really sweet combos. The Cat Gator plus Appa combo was awesome there. We had the Tolls of War, and we got the perfect record, and overall that was super fun. The Fabled Passage came in so clutch. We got a couple of 1/1s from it, and it got us the swamp so the Cat Gator could kill their 3/4 flyer. So good. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again to Wizards for the free preview access so I could make this early. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.